Hi, welcome back. Picked up this Allmand Contractor mini backhoe. This is a 2000 model TLB 25. This has a 25 horse Kohler engine in it, twin cylinder, gas. And I gotta say, this is a pretty heavy duty little machine here. That noise you hear is the heater in here. A little cold. But yeah, this is a pretty neat little machine. Got the air breather off it. Well, it didn't get the air breather with it, but I got enough old lawnmowers there. We can get that. I'm gonna have to clean that carburetor because it only runs fully on choke. And if you notice the gas bottle here, or gas tank, well, we dropped the one out of the back there. It was full of old gas, and the rubber grommet around the line was bad and let a lot of water in. So we dropped that out and just put this up here temporarily. And got a little electric fuel pump there, because a lot of times these go bad over here on these Kohlers. And it just runs a hydraulic pump and hydrostatic off that engine. There's the motor drive there, and the hydraulic pump back there for the backhoe and the loader. This is like a truck rear end. I think it's a Dana 88 or Dana 44, excuse me. And that just drives that rear end there. This is a pretty compact little unit here. Got those to cover off the back of the backhoe here, because there's one little short line here leaking, and one line for the bucket leaking, so we'll have to repair that. And looking at the pins on the bucket, I'm going to have to either make some new pins up or weld them up. Let me show you what they look like. And here's one of the pins for the bucket. That'll probably fill in pretty easily with a stick weld, 70-18 rod. I'll show you the other link. Now this link has a welded in pin, double link. That pin's good. That pin there is a little out of shape there. That's where the hydraulic cylinder moves the bucket up. So I'll have to, I guess, weld that in, because it'll be kind of hard to get this all on the lathe or anything like that. Yeah, now where was I? Got a little sidetracked there. Had to go pick up this air compressor. It was free on Facebook Marketplace. He said that he thought it was the regulator, or it might need a new check valve in it. Oh, but I see he had it apart here, and a diaphragm for the pressure switch there. It doesn't look that good either. That might be the only thing wrong with it. It looks in pretty nice shape there, tank-wise. It's got the drain at the bottom. 26 gallon. For free, can't beat it. Like I was saying, on this, I'll have to clean out that carburetor because I got to run it with a choke on. Plus another thing is that I think I'm going to have to put a head gasket on this side. Because listen, hear that hissing? I'm just moving the crank back and forth. And just like on that Craftsman, I can feel it blowing air right out of there, just below the head. So it's definitely a blown gasket. I don't know what it is with all these Kohlers. They like to blow head gaskets. That could be another big problem why it has a hard time staying running. So I'll have to get a head gasket on that, clean that carburetor, make up those pins or weld them up. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. And then repair that little short hose in here that goes to one of the swing cylinders. It's seeping a little bit. And then the one of the cylinders for one of the hoses for the bucket cylinder just shoots it right out. So we'll have to either snake a whole new line from the valve all the way up into the boom to the cylinder, or if I can splice it somehow right here where it goes in and put a coupling and then just make up a small hose going to the cylinder over to here. Now that I got some hose crimps, starting to make up some hydraulic lines for that man lift out there. I have to pick up some seats from the local mower shop, some used ones on some old lawnmower or something. Yeah, pretty well built little unit. And this whole thing weighs about 3,100 pounds, so I can put it on a 16-foot flatbed trailer, move it around pretty easily instead of having a big equipment trailer for the big backhoes. And surprisingly, this front end loader, they say it's like rated for 2,100 pounds it'll lift, which is pretty amazing for this little thing. And cutting edge is good on it. It's not even worn through anywhere, not bent up on the bucket at all. Got a couple hooks on each side and one hook in the center welded on. That's pretty nice. So we'll get it all together, get it back working again. Oh, here's the end of the bucket cylinder there. You can see it's a little wallowed out there. I'll have to fill it in with some weld, get it back into shape again. The rest of it's in pretty nice shape. Not all banged up or anything like that. The safety lock latch there. This will be a pretty nice unit once we get it all back together. Working good. Oh yeah, here's that gas tank I took out of it there. Got 6 bolts, 3 on each side, and it sits in between the frame rails, and it just drops out. That's about 6.5 gallon tank, and it'll probably give about 4 hours of run time. Oh, we got that engine all straightened out on this. New head gaskets on it. Running real good now. We're just running it up and down the driveway. trying to pack the snow down there, so if we get any more, we can use that Allmand snowblower. Yeah, she's running real good now. And we got the head gaskets on it and everything. And I put that electric fuel pump, hooked that up. I got a filter in line it there. Make sure I don't get any junk into that carburetor. Still got to get the find a filter for it there, filter housing and stuff. Yeah, she's back up and running right now. Works real good. Now the next thing is to weld up those pins for the bucket there. Put that back on, and then still got to take care of the that small hose there and the hose for the bucket up there. Yeah, she's shaping up though. I got that fuel pump hooked into the switch here. You can hear. Has a parking brake on it. That's all working good. And there's the fuel tank back in it. That's what was wrong with it, was that rubber grommet right there. It was broken there, and it let water in and dirt in. And the hose that was down inside that has a weighted screen on it that dangles around on the bottom, that was off the elbow, kind of like rotted off. And there's the mount for the fuel pump there. Just got it mounted right to the same screw that the negative battery cable is on, and then I ran the negative right to that bolt. It's already got a filter on it, but I'm wanting the second one. I'll show you how snappy it is here. And that's not really even full speed on that engine. And it picks up the speed on it a little bit there. Pretty quick in reverse too. Yeah, here's that head gasket on for that one side there. You can see it blowing out of there. Yeah. Losing compression right out of that. I don't know why Kohler doesn't put that fire ring on their head gaskets. A lot of head gaskets are like that. It's protected from burning out like that. And I replaced the other side too. You see, that was just starting to get a little bad looking there. So now that we got those changed out, it's running a lot better now. So now we just gotta weld up those pins. Well, we got the pinhole back welded up here on this piece for the bucket. Some low spots, not too bad. A lot better than what it was. And then we welded up the pin too. Got it all shaped and the right size there with the grinder and file. But I still gotta find the bushing for the cylinder, and then I'll know how big actually fill in where the bushing goes in. I'm gonna go take a look at that. Now right in here, if I can get the bushing that's supposed to go in here, then I'll know how much I gotta fill in up here. And I even have to probably get the bushings in here too. It's a little thin down here. The pin slops around a little bit too much. So I'll have to look up some parts and before we can put this bucket back on here. Also a little update on the tank here. Well, the pump, turns out it was bad there. The piston seal ring had a big blowout spot in it, and it grooved up the cylinder wall. And unfortunately, they no longer have the parts available for that piston kit. So we're going to turn it into an air tank and just fill it up with air, and we'll have gauges and a regulator on it, and we can wheel it out to any tractor or anything there with a, because it's a lot easier to move this around. It's almost like a dolly cart than it is those horizontal tanks. I'm trying to move one of those around. Also got to get a regulator kit for it too. It leaks some air out of that. Yeah, but built to last? I'm afraid not. Had a good idea here. I don't know why they didn't keep the parts available. Yeah, let me go show you that piston there. And this is that piston there. There's a big blowout spot on this sealing lip here. And it's all grooved up there. There's a nice big groove on that one. These oilless air compressors there. And they really take a beating. And if you get them too hot, not letting them cool down, and you get a lot of damage done. But too bad they don't have that piston available anymore. Well, that about does it for now. Got the engine all straightened around, running good, and finally got the pins welded up for the bucket. Just got to do a little bit more to it. And then the hydraulic hoses. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next video.